Hello, I'm Divanka Dikkumura. Today I'm going to present to you about lexical relations. Lexical relations are the connections between the meanings of words and their usages in a language. That means how the words relate to each other in a language. Right. So in my next slide, I will show you there are 10 types of lexical relations. They are synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, hypernymy, meronymy, holonymy, polysemy, homonymy, troponymy, and collocation. So I'm going to consider about synonymy, antonymy, and hyponymy. I'm going to discuss about those three lexical relations in this presentation. So first we will consider about synonymy. Synonymy refers to the relationship between words that have similar or identical meanings. That means the words that mean the same or at least a similar meaning. When we consider about synonyms, we have to consider the principle of entailment. There are two types of entailments in this synonymy. That is, those are one-way entailment and two-way entailment. Um, through this entailment, we are going to talk about the truth of one statement that ensures the truth of the second statement. So first, I will introduce you to the two-way entailment. That is synonymous. Two-way entailment is synonymous. For an example, if there are two synonyms, start and begin. Start and begin, we know that they are synonyms. Considering the entailment principle, we can see in the slide also. If someone starts the meeting, he begins the meeting, and if someone begins the meeting, he starts the meeting. So those two synonyms are entailed two-way, right? One-way in entailment is inclusive. That means, for an example, she giggled at the joke. She laughed at the joke. We know that giggle and laugh are synonyms. Those are similar. Those words have similar meaning, but we know that giggling is a form of laughing. So those two are synonyms, but the word laughing can't be entailed by the word giggling. The word giggling can be entailed by laughing. So that is only one way entailment. So we have to consider that as one way entailment. Right. Then let's move on to the second type of lexical relations. That is antonymy. Antonymy refers to the relationship between words that have opposite meanings. That means the opposite of synonyms, right? Antonyms means opposite of synonyms. So these words have the opposite meanings. There are three main types of antonyms when we consider. First one is gradable antonyms. Those are pair of words that represent opposite ends of a scale of spectrum. That means there is a middle ground. Uh, for an example, big and small. When we compare these sizes, they represent opposite sizes, no, in terms of size. But there can be varying degrees of size between the two sizes. That means big can be considered very big, somewhat big, or extremely big. They are antonyms. They are definitely antonyms, but they are graded. We can grade those antonyms by their varying degrees. There is a middle ground. Then when we move on to the non-gradable antonyms, they don't have any middle ground. For an example, they are the pair of words that represent absolute opposites. There is no intermediate states between them. For an example, alive and dead. One can be alive or dead. There is no middle ground. There can't be zombies. Reversive antonyms. They are the pair of words that denote a relationship where the action described by one word implies the reverse action described by the other word. For an example, buy and sell, or buyer or seller, buyer and seller. Those two are antonyms, right? There should be a buyer. If there is a seller, there should be a buyer. If there is a buyer, there should be a seller. So those two are opposite sides of a relationship. Right. Let's move on to the third type of lexical relations, that is hyponymy. Hyponymy is the lexical relation in which the meaning of one word is included in the meaning of another. There are mainly two types of relations of hyponyms. Uh, the first one is superordinate. Superordinate means it is the higher level term in hyponymy. Higher level. The words, when we arrange the words from specific to general, the more general word is called the superordinate. For an example, animal and dog. Dog is a subset of the word animal. So animal here is the superordinate. Subordinate term is animal. So we can see in this diagram also, when we consider about the superordinate animal, there are many subsets: cow, horse, dog, squirrel. Likewise, we have many hyponyms. So animal is the superordinate, and these words we can consider as hyponyms: dog, cow, and horse. Here, dog is the hyponym, animal is the superordinate. So the second type of relation in hyponyms is co-hyponyms. When we consider the words inside this circle, inside the set animals, cow, horse, and dog are co-hyponyms of each other. They are words in hyponymy that share the same superordinate. So here, a cow, horse, and dog share the same superordinate animal. Right. So that is my explanation about these three main lexical relations. So now we will see the significance of learning lexical relations. I have to say that studying lexical relations is important because it enhances our understanding of word meanings, and it aids in vocabulary acquisition, and it improves communication skills, helps in text comprehension, supports language teaching and learning, and it is essential for lexicography and natural language processing. So I hope you have got a good idea about lexical relations after this presentation. So thank you.